Okay, so I've been wanting to put together a video for you guys, just talking about a question that I see a lot in a lot of the Facebook groups and a lot of the groups, photography groups that I'm in. A lot of people are just coming in photography. They say, "Oh my goodness, what is the first lens I should buy?" Have you ever asked yourself that? Well, I'm going to take you guys back to a time when I was first getting started. And I remember I had this Canon Rebel, and the year was 2010 maybe. I got it for Chelsea for Christmas, and I was so excited. We had this Canon Rebel, and we were just about to take photos of our kid because we were having our first kid, Ava, and now we got this camera, so we're going to take pictures for our family. And then fast forward a few years, not a few years, fast forward about a year, then we had a photography business. And I was like, whoa, we need a real camera. So I bought a real camera. I bought a 5D Mark II. I still have that body. Love that camera, love it to death. And I was thinking, I was like, man, we need to get a lens. And at the time, I wanted a lens that I could use. I was gonna take my kit lens from my Rebel and make it my main lens, because I was familiar with the kit lens and it was great. And then I was gonna use I was gonna buy another lens that I was gonna use for like portraits. So the first lens I bought was an 85mm prime. The first pro level lens I bought was an 85mm prime. And I didn't realize that the 5D Mark IV could not take the APS-C lenses. There's like a red dot on it, and then they have like a white dot. So the kit lens was a white dot, but my Rebel it could take the APS-C and it could take the full frame lenses. So I didn't realize that I wouldn't be able to take any photos with my kit lens. So I have this kit lens and I'm gonna use it on my 5D Mark II, but I didn't realize that my 5D Mark II couldn't take the lenses from the APS-C sensor. So they have like a white and a red dot like I was saying earlier. So I'm in a pinch. I got shoots lined up because we're professional photographers and I plan on using this camera. But I already spent the $349 or $399, whatever at the time it was, for the 85mm. And I didn't have any other lenses that could work on my new camera body, and I was trying to take more professional jobs at the time. So I needed a camera that could work better in low light. But I also didn't have any more money to spend on another lens because I was just getting started. And I didn't know what to do. So I wish someone would have had a video like this, or I wish I would have found a video like this. I'm sure there was one. I wish I could have found a video like this to tell you, hey, when you're buying a camera, make sure it takes APS-C lenses and full frame lenses. So that's the moral of that story. But we're not here to talk about We're not here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about which lens should you get first if you're just starting. Well, I would recommend any zoom lens is great, especially if you're getting started off and you don't quite know what you want to shoot. My favorite lens right now is currently the 24 to 70 f2.8 Canon lens. I've been having this lens forever. I actually bought it secondhand. This is the version 1. It's 24 to 70 and it is f2.8. It's a L series lens from Canon. It is a bear. It works really good. Sometimes if you shoot like wide and wide open, the edges start to get soft, but it's kind of like one of those things, once you use it so long, you start to know how to use it. You start to know its sweet spots. You start to know how not to use it. So I absolutely adore this lens. I actually use it on my R5. I have the adapter because I didn't want to rebuy this one for my R5. If I buy another medium zoom lens like this, I'll probably end up getting the 28 to 70. The 28 to 70 is pretty much what I exclusively shot almost at the Creator Series, except there's one challenge where I shot the 70 to 200 on that series as well. But my go-to guy was the 28 to 70, but the one I use the most is this 24 to 70. Let's see, can you see it? Let me make sure you see it. 24 to 70 f2.8 version 1. I found the version 1 works good with the R5. I think there's 2 versions. There might even be a 3rd version. I don't know. There's definitely a EF This is EF. There's definitely an RF version of this lens as well. But I like this lens because it gets me through everything. I can do family photos, I can do headshots with this. 70 millimeters is plenty for a headshot. I've done headshots with 50 millimeters before. Just a great workhorse lens, man. If I had to choose another lens, the next lens I'll probably buy in the next year, a couple years from now, will be the RF 24-105. I loved my 24-105. I've sold it. I'm so sad that I sold it. But my 24-105 f4 was the best lens I had, I feel like. I used it so much. I actually bought that one secondhand too. It's becoming a theme. I kind of only buy my lenses secondhand. But yeah, if you're looking for your first lens, you can get this bad boy for a pretty good deal online, the 24-70 f2.8. Great lens, great for low light because you got 2.8, and it's great for outside because you can get a lot of different zooms on there. So if you're looking for a first lens, check out the 24-70. If you got the budget for it and you're shooting on a mirrorless 28-70 f2, but 28-70 f2 is really big. I should have did the video with both of them. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe next time I do a video, I'll get Canon to send me a 28-70 and I can do a side-by-side comparison on the two. But yeah, I wanted to put a video out there just telling people, hey, I think this is a good lens. You should use it, you should try it. There's all kind of versions. There's probably version 2 now, like I said earlier. I'm just rambling at this point. My wife gets mad when I do that. So I'm gonna tune out. See you guys on the next one. Peace.